I'm going to put this out there. Saying you're playing well in the Championship means absolutely nothing. I'm going to put that out there now. Timu Pukki, I think, is second in the scoring charts, and he failed at Celtic and he failed at Schalke.
Okay, so Charlie Austin playing really well in the Championship didn't mean anything, did it? What about Jamie Vardy?
How was he playing in the Premier League?
Played in the Championship as well, didn't he?
Yeah, but how's he playing in the Premier League?
He's alright. He did solid. He's now got obviously injury prone, but come on, he started well, considering pretty much every top half team was linked with him.
Same with Ings.
Ings, yeah, I mean, but Ings didn't make the step
but Ings, I will admit it, injuries did hamper him, but at the same time...
Vardy did,
which is fair enough.
Cool. There's my argument done.
There's one example.
I've given you two, and you're going, yeah, but where's Charlie Austin now?
No, yeah,
Charlie Austin was good. People wanted it. I like Charlie Austin. Peter Crouch. I don't know if he started in the Championship, but I'm just saying Peter Crouch because he's come back up now.
There are certainly players that can make the step up, but I think my point is saying that he's good in the Championship doesn't mean anything until they show in the Premier League.
Is that what Tammy Abraham then? What about that?
That's my point. Is that he needs, from all that we've seen, granted it was playing for Swansea, but at the same time he started the season quite well, but then dropped off and wasn't played. So that's why I'm not saying that I don't want him ever to play for Chelsea. I think he could be a good secondary option. I don't think he is... I think the hype around him is a little bit too much.
A little bit too much.
I'm not saying it's Arsenal levels.
Not Theo Walcott at Arsenal.
Or Guendouzi. He's a good player, but... No. Trying to say that he's going to be the next Pogba or Kante is massively overstepping the mark.
I think you've been reading Twitter too much. I didn't say he's going to be the next Pogba or Kante. I think he's a very good player.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's a good player, but trying to say that he is... Like, some Arsenal fans have gone, oh, he's going to be the next Kante, he's going to be the next Pogba. He's had half a season in the Premier League, for Christ's sake.
Sorry, the next he's going to be the next Kante and the next Pogba. They're two very different players.
I know.
Pogba's more Yaya Toure, Kante's more Makalele. If you want to balance that out, I mean, Yaya Toure was a dynamic, attacking, athletic, physical number 10 central midfielder type thing who could do the lot. Kante is N'Golo Kante. No one's N'Golo Kante.
I think basically what he was getting at the fan, I saw this, basically he's going to be both of them moulded into one.
Yeah. And David Luiz, if you include the haircut.
Yeah.
Fuck it, just why not put that in there? But I mean, Tammy Abraham, back onto that, is a very interesting topic. I mean, I remember speaking to Nini a couple of days ago, and he was speaking about Tammy Abraham and John Terry's comments, and he was saying, John Terry's kind of sat there and he says, look, like, he is a massive player. Like, he's a big game player. People talk about, I was saying a couple of days ago that Chelsea really miss a shit, but we miss a dickhead. We don't have to
strike me as that type of person.
Apparently on the pitch he's a massive prick, and I love that. When I say that, he was there, like John Terry sat there next to Ivanovic. Obviously, this is when he was training with the first team, so they weren't in their prime, but they were still half decent. He'd be training with them. It'd be Gary Cahill. Both of them be sat there going, "Oh shit, we're in for a bit of a game here, lads." And he'd be physical. He'd be a big presence. And I think when he came on towards the back end of that 15-16 season, had him, Loftus-Cheek, Ola Aina. They were all playing games because our season was done. He was unfortunate not to put opportunities away, but he got in front of goal. He got the movements right. He was played with no fear. He was superb. I honestly think I think he'd be a solid second choice option next year.
Yeah, second choice. But that's my point, is that I'm not saying he's not good. I'm not saying that he hasn't got the qualities to be a Chelsea striker. I'm not saying that he hasn't got the quality even to be a starting striker. I'm not saying he has that. But I think that, as it tends to be with a few young players, and this is not just Chelsea, this is, as I said, Arsenal, this goes to Liverpool, this goes to United, this goes to City, this goes to every club. There are certain, even as we're about to talk about maybe a little bit later, or no, check the video that will be out yesterday, Sessegnon for Fulham.
Out yesterday? You mean out today? Oh. See, no, you're doing it again, Scott.
No, this is going out Sunday morning.
This is going out Saturday night.
What's going out Sunday morning?
No. This is a build-up show. No, I said parts of it will go out Sunday morning. The main show goes out on Saturday night. Then. Idiot. Mug. Tit.
Earlier today. But yeah, I think that the hype around some players is a bit more than... wrong phrase, the wrong word. A bit more than is necessary right now, for lack of a better phrase.
I personally, for me, I think I agree in terms of Tammy Abraham needs a stint in the Premier League. He needs to go to a team which isn't going to get relegated, but he can still have an impact.
He won't get ahead of Rondon, but
Exactly.
he gets.
Well, Rondon's on loan.
Yeah, they'll make that permanent. Probably they ain't going to have a striker.
Dwight Guy will come back and do bits.
How they've never trusted him, I don't really understand it.
Well, Dwight Guy, because he's another one of those players that does really well in the Championship but can't make it.
He did do well in the Prem. Like this, he got a run of games, did really well, and then dropped.
Was it Crystal Palace? Wasn't it? Where
it was with Palace, and then with Newcastle, he got a run of games. He actually did quite well, and then he just got dropped, and then sent out on loan.
Yeah.
But
I mean, personally, I think Tammy. I don't think Newcastle's the best. I'd say Burnley.
Burnley would be an option, but then again, he's got to get ahead of Barnes,
Which is Wood. He might not, but I think he's up there.
Crouch.
all due respect to Peter, yeah.
And Vokes is left. I forgot Vokes is left, but yeah, those three.
Yeah, I think he'll get ahead of them somehow.
Wood no, and Barnes.
Ashley Barnes, he'd definitely get ahead of.
Would he?
Yeah, he needs to be.
I don't know. I feel like Sean Dyche needs to have a real love for Ashley Barnes.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at the Premier League table right now, he'd probably get into. I could see him doing well at Southampton if you land him out there. That is a superb shout, Mr. Page. Bournemouth,
especially if Wilson ends up leaving, which I can see.
Yeah, but it's not guaranteed.
No, but I can see.
Yeah.
To be honest, at this point, I could see someone taking King. Not necessarily in the Prem, but I don't know, a team in Spain or a team in Italy, or just a mid-table team. I could see taking King. He's a decent option for relatively cheap, so they'd need a replacement.
I mean, but straight away he'll be.
Apart from that, like Southampton, you could, but they're so poor. I worry it's going to be another Swansea. Brighton have already got in terms of strikers that he wouldn't get in front of the players they've got.
He is definitely a Newcastle, Bournemouth, Palace maybe. We do have a bit of a love in with Palace and loaning them our players.
But yeah, actually he'd work because they wouldn't.
I think. Hold on, wait. Where's Tammy Abraham from? He is from Ends, so he'll fit in quite well. It worked for Loftus-Cheek.
No, it wasn't. That was not. I'm shaking my head out.
What are you shaking your head at?
You saying Ends?
Yeah, that's the point I'm making. I said he's from Ends. He's from Camberwell. What? I'm just making a point. I'm not being seriously going, yeah, fam, he's from Ends, fam. I am from Kent. I'm not going to sit there and say I'm doing that seriously, am I? Am I?
No, maybe, possibly.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Possibly. Right, you being a dick on purpose?
No.
Oh, good. That's a good start.
But yeah, I think it's possible. I think he needs another stint in the Premier League, similar to a Loftus-Cheek, as he said, where he can actually show himself. Because, as I said, the run at Swansea wasn't the best, but at the same time he wasn't getting games. Sometimes like Ayew, Jordan Ayew was playing ahead of him. Bonnie wasn't, I don't think.
Bonnie, what a beast he was.
But yeah, so I think one more stint. Personally,
what happened to Wilfred Bonnie?
I think he's still there, or he's gone to Qatar.
He's still there. I know he went down the championship with them, but he was so good, and now he's just.
Yeah, I told you.
Oh, he's moved
on loan at Al Arabi in Qatar.
Oh, okay. I quite like Wilfred Bonnie. I liked him when he was that first stint at Swansea and City.
I liked him when he was at Vitesse. He was good at Vitesse.
I reckon if he hadn't gone to City, he'd have been a solid striker.
Oh yeah, he would have been, but he never got played at City because he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, to be honest,
it's the same way Jovetic went, and you had did they have Aguero, Negredo, who was actually performing well, and he was like third or fourth choice.
Alvaro, Aguero, Negredo, Dzeko, and Jovetic.
Your fourth choice. What were you? I don't understand that.
Didn't they played a 4-4-2 though, didn't they?
But they played Dzeko and Aguero, or Dzeko and Negredo, or Negredo and Aguero.
I think Dzeko would have been sick.
It would have been.
I kind of missed the fact we could have signed Edin Dzeko. That would have been an awesome signing. But I mean, moving swiftly on, leave us your thoughts on Tammy Abraham. Do you think that he could cut the mustard at Chelsea as a first choice, maybe even a second choice? Obviously, Gonzalo Higuain. Do you think he should extend his loan? Obviously, that's another thing you have to talk about with that. Or do you think he should go out on loan in the Premier League? Tammy Abraham, that is.